Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters for the SNES. This is Heaven's Frogman here, and I'm here back in Santo Domingo on another coal run for a merchant in Majorca. However, since I promised I would show you guys around this area next time I came to Santo Domingo, I'll take the majority of this video will be me sailing around and showing you around the Caribbean and Eastern South America. Now, a good portion of the ports in this area are actually supply ports, which only has a harbor. It's basically just a stop off to fill your food and water. That's all. Now, there's also another port to the north of here called Virginia, but it's just a supply port, and I think it's the only port up in that area. So we're just gonna head straight south at this point. And which port are you? Oh, fuck! Guess what, folks? We got the seaweed, we got the seaweed. Sail, go that way, that way. Yes, hit the port, come on, yes, thank you! Oh, I got some level ups out of the deal anyway. But yep, folks, that's the nasty seaweed. We're gonna go in here now. I'm gonna show you what that does to your ships. See, the power is 0 on the ship. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to affect any of the others, but all it takes is one, folks, because the power and mobility of your fleet is determined by the slowest ship in your fleet. So we're just going to stop by here. No, don't want to buy another ship, especially not from this place. So we're going to get Zipper's wings back into action. And we had to spend a day in fucking Panama. Anything interesting in here? No. Well, actually, should I? This is actually the second strongest weapon in the game. The only stronger weapon is the Chinese sword, which is, of course, all the way over in Asia. So, why not? Just in case I end up getting battle ready earlier than I expected. All right, let's get going. I actually played through this once before, and I never got stuck in seaweed at any point, any time during my voyage. So this actually came as quite a surprise to me. Okay, so let's travel. So we're just gonna travel through Mexico and proceed directly to South America. Which one are you? Oh, come on now. Sorry guys, the controls seem to be a little finicky today. Nova Granada, okay. I wasn't sure if that was Nova Granada or Caracas. So yeah, in a bit of personal news, I just finished up my job at Walmart yesterday, and I'm waiting to hear back from Blockbuster on potential employment there as we sail past Caracas. Just decided it was time for a change. Well, anyway, we continue to churn the seas. Now, pretty soon we're probably going to run up against the Amazon River. Don't go down it. There's nothing of interest in it at all. Not unless you want to see the pretend piranhas in the river. I mean, that might float your boat, I don't know. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that those lighter colored tiles are just probably supposed to represent shallower water, but that's just purely for decoration. It doesn't affect the mobility of your ship at all, nor can you have any disasters in it, to my knowledge. Disasters. And schmasters! But yeah, I believe in here is the mouth of the Amazon River. Yeah, so we're not going to go down there. But basically from here, you just go straight down the coastline, and then you can find the very few ports that are down in this half of the continent. Not very much to be had down here at all. In fact, I may cut off the video before we even finish going through the area, just because there really is not very much to see, unfortunately. The only time you'd ever stop at any of the ports down here would be to either A, refill your food and water, or B, if somebody happens to request your presence in one of them. In fact, the only two ports I remember down this area at all are Pernambuco and Rio Grande. Yeah, that's Pernambuco, and Rio Grande should be just a little further south. I'm lucky that I was in the pirate fleet that didn't just get in my ship just now. Basically, chances are, if you run up next to a pirate fleet or try to negotiate with them under the look menu, you're probably going to end up attacked. And we don't want that right now, because we're really not in a position to win fights. But yeah, this, like I said, there's not much down here to see. And that's Rio Grande. Okay, before I cut back to Santo Domingo, I'm just going to show you how to use the speculum. Info, land. See, it actually shows you the areas for quite a ways around you. Quite useful, actually, when you don't know where to go, or if you get lost in a chain of islands, like the Spice Islands. Okay, folks, I'm going to cut back to Santo Domingo, and I'm going to show you something there before I go back to Europe. So, I'll be right back. Okay, folks, we're back in Santo Domingo, and we didn't run into any more seaweed, thank goodness. But if you're afraid that you're going to, just buy some lumber at the harbor before you leave. Okay, so there you go, folks. That's the gold that we can get in Santo Domingo. And believe it or not, this cost us really cheap, because we can sell this for ludicrous amounts back in Europe. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this back to. When we cut this, I'm gonna go back to Europe, and then you're gonna see how much we can sell this shit off for. So I'll be back. Okay, folks, we're back in Majorca, and we've turned in our coral and finished our mission. But let me show you how much that gold sells for here. Doesn't that look nice to you, folks? And I just need to sell 55 just to get a wealth of gold. And since this is a neutral port, I feel like I may invest here. And I'll do the same at the shipyard. And hopefully we'll have another port on our side here in a couple of minutes. Oh yes, did I also mention that turning ports over the Portugal side raises your fame as well? So there we go, folks. Gold sells for a shitload around here, and we basically don't have to worry very much about money for quite a while now. Okay, folks. I think I'm gonna cut the video off here, and when we come back, we're probably gonna be ending up doing another mission for the king. So this has been Frogman, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, everybody.